If you've ever performed the whole piece but can't remember doing it, or felt like you're watching yourself from outside of your body, or maybe blanked completely in the middle of a performance, or maybe described feeling like you are not really there on stage, you, my friend, are what I call a dissociator. Welcome to video 7 of the Beat Performance Anxiety in 2026 series. I'm Dr. Maja Jankowska, clinical and counseling psychologist. Today, we are talking about the anxiety pattern that feels the most terrifying, frightening for a lot of people, dissociation. It's when your mind checks out to protect you from overwhelm. I also think it's the least understood anxiety pattern as well. So, here is what you need to know and understand. When you dissociate during a performance, it's not a focus problem. It's not because you didn't practice enough either, or hardly ever. This is the reason. This is a psychological defense against overwhelm. Under pressure, your mind pulls an emergency brake. It says, this stress is too much. I'm checking out, I'm disconnecting. You might feel detached from your body, or like you are watching yourself from a distance, or your mind goes completely blank. Everything you've rehearsed just disappears. This is your nervous system's way of protecting you when the stress feels unbearable. But you can't perform well when you are not fully present, right? Of course you can't. And actually, the more it happens, the more you fear you can't trust yourself on stage. So you develop this anticipatory anxiety. If you are worried that you may blank, dry, or lose your place, the best defense is prevention. I've developed the FBI Reset Toolkit that helps you regulate your nervous system before you perform. The more you practice grounding yourself, the safer your nervous system feels and the less likely you are to dissociate. It's completely free, link in the description. Okay, let me explain the psychology. Dissociation is a trauma response. Please remember this. It's what happens when your nervous system perceives a threat but can't fight or flee. So it freezes. It disconnects, checks out. Maybe you had an overwhelming experience on stage. Maybe you were humiliated during a performance. Maybe the pressure became unbearable. Maybe you can't even recognize that something like that happened in the past, but usually there is a reason something happened in your past. And your brain learned, when performing gets too intense, let's disconnect to survive. Now, every time stress rises, your brain automatically checks you out. You are not doing it on purpose. You can't just try harder to stay present. Your nervous system has detected that being fully present during a performance isn't fully safe. So, here is what doesn't help. Let's go there first. Just focus, pay attention, concentrate harder. Come on, what's wrong with you? If you are a dissociator, this makes you feel more broken. Please don't do it. What you actually need are specific recovery techniques for when you blank or simply drift away. Let me offer you 3 different techniques to try. Just keep in mind that they are different and they work differently for different type of performances. So, for instance, technique 3 is better for musicians, and technique 2 often works better for actors, speakers, or soloists on stage. So, here's what actually works when you blank or dissociate on stage. Technique 1. The safety cue word. Choose one word that brings you back to the present moment. Not relax or calm. Something really grounding. Words like now, present, return. Practice it daily in rehearsal. Really important. When your mind wanders, silently say a word whilst pressing your feet into the floor or touching your instrument or music sheets or a prompt, whatever it is that you are using. You are creating an anchor. Word plus sensation equals here, I'm safe, I can do it. When you blank on stage, pause, say your words silently, feel your feet, take one breath, then continue. Technique 2. Acknowledge your mistake or your blank with humanity. Here is what most performers don't realize. The audience doesn't know most of the time you've blanked unless you panic, unless you make it really visible. A small smile, a breath, and maybe say, let me start that section again. This isn't weakness, this is professionalism. Recovery is what matters, not the blank itself. How you handle it actually deepen your connection with the audience. I've seen it. I've seen performers do it, and I felt so much more connected. I feel emotional when I talk about it because it's just such a beautiful recovery. They see you are human, you are real, you are present. We are not robots, we are not AI. We can lose ourselves for a moment and come back. It's a hard craft, people know it. Many performers find that acknowledging a mistake with grace creates more engagement, more connection than a technically perfect but disconnected performance. Technique 3. Jump to a known section. This works much better for musicians, as I said. If you've completely lost your place, don't scramble to figure out where you are. Jump to the next structural landmark you know well. A repeat, chorus, the next section, a cadence, whatever it is. Keep the music moving forward. Your audience won't know you skipped 8 bars unless they are fully professional musicians. They'll just experience the flow continuing. Okay, for actors, if you've forgotten your lines, say what your character is trying to communicate. Know your intention, not just words. The key, however, for everyone is to practice this in rehearsal. Deliberately blank yourself and practice jumping to known sections. Make recovery familiar, not foreign. These recovery techniques are just the beginning. If you need support, understanding why you dissociate, or learning deeper somatic techniques to stay present, this is the deeper work I do with performance. I offer one-to-one sessions, and I also have different courses, and I open the door to them just a few times in a year. So you can join the waitlist, and the link is in the description below. Okay, practice these techniques, maybe not all of them, maybe 1 or 2. Build your safety cue. Practice acknowledging mistakes with grace. Deliberately lose yourself in rehearsal and practice jumping to known sections. Next week, we will be talking about the inner tormentor when you are battling a harsh, critical inner voice that undermines you before, during, and after performances. If you haven't taken the Stage Fright Symptom Profiler yet, do it now. It will tell you exactly what type of anxiety pattern you are suffering from, and then you can find the right video for yourself. Dissociators, what does blanking feel like for you? Please share in your comments. I really value them, I responded to them, and I want you to know you are not broken. I'm Dr. Maja Jankowska with gratitude. See you next week.